a 50k challenge and shared with you guys the whole 5 weeks off of me getting funded, and actually, spoiler alert, I ended up breaching it. However, I did get funded. I traded all of these accounts and rotated, and this series is all for free, and you can watch this whole video for this 1.5 hour long vlog that I've made. Not just vlogs, there's sit downs, there's breakdowns. So if you enjoy this type of content, remember, like, share and subscribe on this channel, on the Dan Chung FPT. There's all the tutorials, all the education on prop firms and trading, and then obviously we have now launched my own vlog channel, which I'm going to vlog, and I really want to inspire and take that to a whole nother level, which is Dan Chung Vlogs. So sit back, get your notepad, enjoy the vlog. Let's get started. Welcome to another vlog, everyone. Welcome back. Currently packing at the moment because we're going into Hong Kong, and we're obviously starting this 50k challenge. This episode I'm actually going to be breaking down the episode, like the challenges I'm buying, because I actually need to buy them all right now. I think I've got 3 and I've got 3 more to buy. So this was episode 1. There's obviously the approach to the challenge. The 50k challenge is more than enough, and the mindset towards it. I've just finished filming up some more like resources for the guys who want to kind of get free resources. But right now, this is Dubai. Just super gloomy, but beautiful. So I'm waiting for dinner at the moment. I ordered PF Chang's, donut and Deku say hi. We're also packing because we're moving as well. We're moving house, and it feels really weird to vlog again, so I'm going to try and bring my best energy whilst I do, and also speaking in front of the camera. But as an overall, I hate flying because I just feel like there's always so much that I'm missing, or I feel like something I'm missing. So it always gives me so much anxiety to fly, because I feel like I haven't tidied everything up, but realistically, nothing's gonna happen. It's just like self-inflicted, but I think it's because a million miles an hour, you don't wanna leave, and attachment, focus. So right now, going to pack, and after I pack, I will, when I get to Hong Kong, I will break down the challenges that I'm doing with you guys, and I'll try my best to get some B-rolls off of the travel as an overall.
What they say now?
Welcome back to another vlog, guys, and this is the 50k challenge. And in this 50k challenge, I'm literally doing a 50k prop firm challenge from scratch and to the end to show you guys how it works. And this week, I've literally written it down here, is on our first week or 7 days, we are currently up $1,725 on one account, and we are minus at $600 and something dollars, $649 on another account. We have 6 account in totals, 4 are not traded, 2 are traded, although the other 4 I have to trade them for activity reminders. And in this video, I'm going to break down how our first week went. But before I do that, I wanted to also quickly mention is, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is, we've got the vlogs channel, which we're going to be uploading a lot more like of trading and prop firm and day in the life of a trader. But alongside with this will be on the main channel, where our funded prop traders is like all prop firm reviews and all that stuff is going to go onto that. Because I find that like on our main channel, it's always going to be like a lot more prop firm reviews and prop firm related information. And then the vlogs channel is a bit more like of just the day in the life. And in the day in the life, we basically got quite a lot of things we can share with you, how we're building the FPT channel, how my trading goes, and how my life goes as an overall, which apparently you guys like to watch. And just a quick one, this is the new office. It's kind of crazy how far we've come. We've got the whiteboard, we've got all the books up there, the Alex Monopoly, which means quite cool things to us as well. We've got the sea view over there, which is the marina, which I can't seem to zoom in. Now I can zoom in all the way, just change the lens, but that's the sea view. So we pay for it. It's like a little gap, and it's currently the sea view. And then we have a sofa, and this sofa is basically what I like to kind of just chill on, relax, read. I've got my one screen set up at the moment, and then just my cupboards full of snacks and all other things. So I'm going to go into a screen recording in a minute to show you over the 7 days what had happened. But next week I will be taking you guys a lot more of the day in the life of every single day as a day-to-day, as opposed to this week. This week has just been so crazy because we just started off and I just got back into Dubai and it was my birthday. So I'm just going to do a bit of a story time, screen telling, and also showing you the accounts as an overall as well. Yeah, right now this is one of the accounts here, which is set through, and then let me just log into the other account now. That's the Hollow Prime account. This is the Funding Pips account. This is the Funding Pips account here, minus the 300. Do you know what? I should be able to share the account. So here's the Funding Pips account here, and then I'll just show you. I'll log into the other ones. I won't show my personal account, and here is the Hollow Prime account, which is here. Dan Chung, I've got Prime account, and that's where we're at with the current accounts as an overall. Now, it's quite simple. This week will be a very short one for week 1, but day 1, day 2, day 3, there was no trades. Day 4, day 5, day 6. Day 4, there was the trade. Day 5, day 6, day 7, no trades. Day 4, there was a trade where I logged as a missed trade, which I'll go through on Telegram. And day 6 and day 7 was Saturday and Sunday, so there was no trades. Day 1, I was just getting back into it. I just landed back in Dubai. It was so crazy that I landed in Dubai. I got my days mixed up on TikTok. Days 2, I was just looking at the markets. There were no trades. But what I'm going to do now is we'll go on to the screen recording and I'll show you those trades as an overall. I'm also going to explain to you like each day what I actually did a little bit on those days, just to kind of tell you a little more of like how a lifestyle of a trader really works when you're really trying to make it happen. Okay, so welcome to the breakdown off of the 7 days of the first week off of the trading challenge. It's really cool because it just shows you that just a little bit is more than enough, and realistically most of this actual first week is going to be showing and telling you guys actually about how I haven't really been trading, which sounds kind of backwards, right? Like this whole 50k challenge and everything about trading is, oh, we should be trading. But one of the most important things is knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Now, I've taken a little bit of a break from trading, so this was my first week back. And though it was my first week back, one of the big things of coming back after a long break from trading, take it slow, because when you come back into the trading you could basically go and overtrade and absolutely kill it, and what would happen is it would give you a sense of euphoria and also give you a sense of confidence and overconfidence in your trading, which really isn't realistic. So that's why I've had that in the past, where I've come into this, I've traded really well, and then I just have that expectation for the rest of the year where realistically it isn't realistic. So it's important to kind of take it slow. So let's start with day 1. Day 1, I was actually on my way back. I've been, if you did or didn't know, I've been back and forth from Dubai and Hong Kong, and we have had some work in Hong Kong, which is why I'm based out there a lot more. And obviously on the new vlogs channel in a month's time, I'll be doing a lot more vlogs, just how I integrate trading in my life, how I travel so much, and my life in Hong Kong, because we can film in Hong Kong. But I've just got back into Dubai on the 1st of June. So the first thing I did on that day was pretty much just kind of catch up with where we were with the accounts. I set myself up on the accounts as well. So everything I had has been updated on Twitter and also updated on Telegram, and I'm going to be using Telegram and my trading journal as a reference today to show you everything as an overall. So on the first day, we had no real trades, new month ready to start. Episode 2 was then released on day 2, which gives you my blueprint, what I'm actually doing in this whole challenge, the whole plan that I have as an overall, what is going to happen in the next 4 to 6 weeks, a strategy breakdown, and the prop firm challenges that I am trading with. Alongside with here, I ended up starting just to look into the charts. So here we can see on gold, I was basically having a slight bias. I think that it could potentially push onto the lower time frame. On higher time frame, this was looking higher high, and I also did this on my week 1, which is here on the gold chart. On the 4-hour chart, what I liked is that it did look like it could push onto the higher part, and it did break above a high, but overall on the 4 hours it looked like it is going to respect the 4-hour moving average on a lower trend. So what's really interesting about this, and what's really cool about this actually as well, is that you end up seeing some confirmations. So gold looked really good to push onto the upside on the lower time frame. However, the 4-hour time frame was against. And the great thing about this on day number 3 is that it was exactly a beautiful call. And this is why market analysis is key. Market analysis is when you really have an understanding of the direction off of the market you are trading. Now, I would say realistically, most good traders can call the market 70 to 80%. It's the trading that is the hard bit. It's the trading, it's the execution, is to be okay. You can be right on the direction and still wrong on the trade. Does that make sense? So I could say, yes, it's going to come lower, but I could get the entry wrong, my stop loss could be wrong, I could be faked out, I could be liquidity hunted. There is just so much to it that we really don't know, which is what makes the trading part incredibly difficult. So on day 3 was really nice, because what happened was DAX, there really wasn't much going on. There was pullbacks, and then I just wrote some notes on them. But gold was the main thing I was focusing on, seeing that we had a respect off of the moving average. It shows again the higher time frame is over the lower time frame. And then on the 50k summary, that's exactly what I wrote. I said a big reminder here is that on the higher time frame, we will always put over the lower time frame, because higher time frames will be respected sooner or later. being patient right now, being patient is part of trading. Get set up with the super attractives, and not only that as well, just make sure that I'm trading within my time zones and not outside my time zone overall. On day number 4, I ended up having a first rep, and then not only did I have a first rep, I decided to take my first trade. On the first trade, actually had my first rep on day 3, sorry, and drew that in, and it looked like a continuation, which it ran through. But then we had our first trade, which was looking for a push onto the downside. I was looking at this trade right here. And this trade was basically, we had our first push onto the downside. Not only did we have a push onto the downside, we also had the 4 hours in correlation. So we had 4 hours in correlation. We had yesterday, which was day 3, the 3rd of June. This was actually the 4th of June. Yeah, there we go, on the 4th of June. And this is why the journal is great, because on day 3 is actually when I had the trade. So it shows that I got it wrong, because this is on the journal as of the 3rd, and I thought I had it on the 4th, but it was actually the 3rd I ended up taking the trade, and it actually correlates with the journals, which I'll show you in a minute as well. So on the 3rd of June, what we had was the 4 hours of pushing onto the downside. I believe that we could break the Tokyo low and then come to retest this area down here. Now, the key way that I trade is always understanding that we have our 2 zones where price is going to trade between. Now, my strategy is simply put, I look for point A to point B where I understand a direction. And from here, I look for a condition and a confluence to have an entry requirement for my trade. And that is what trading is. And what that is what we call a pattern A. So I had my first try, which was a sell and a continuation at 112 my time. It was within my time frame, it was within my trading time. There was a moving average, the rivers were in favor, the moving average was in favor. The only objection was that we were trading on the Tokyo low, which could act as a base support. So there was a rough support here, a push onto the upside, and then it had a continuation. So what happened was this ended up pushing up to the upside. It ended up retesting these previous. It didn't test this previous high here at 4468, but it did come up just above where my zone is, and then took me out on my first trade, which then resulted me to having a loss of $654 on account number 1, which was my funding pips account. Now, I haven't got the other 2 just yet. I've bought them and I'll have them setting up as an overall, but after I buy them from there, I will also I'll cut that out. So that's the update as my overall on the funding pips account. So then we had a second account and a second trade. And the second trade we had was it rejected and then had a nice liquidity push and momentum push where I wanted to join the momentum to continue and push to have the exact same trade idea. So this is what I was explaining about direction, right? I was right on the direction. I was just wrong on the execution on the first trade. Now, this is the cool thing. Realistically, as an overall, when I hit this trade and this hit take profit, this is the coolest thing I want to share before even breaking the trade down, is that I minus 1R here, plus 3R here. So in total, I am up 2R. What that means is I'm up 2% of that return. If it's 1% for 2%. But the cool thing about this is I'm minus 1% on one account and I'm up 3% on another account. And that is one of the biggest powers of rotation. This is free game and it's probably got to be the best series on YouTube to learn how to be trading with prop firms, especially if you have a consistent profitable strategy. You use this towards your edge, you build up your prop firm capital, and then you migrate it into your own personal account and trade from your personal account moving forward. So I ended up having exactly the same trade with the momentum, a continuation onto the downside, and exactly the same trade setup as I did with my first one. This is the same trade, but just all it is it was called a second try. A second try being that the case, this ended up hitting and take profit, and then my hollow camera pound is up at $1,719, which is around 3.4R as an overall return, which is great accumulative profits. And now all I'm doing is realistically, I only need another 3.2K. So 2 more trades or 3 more trades, and that's their account pass. It just goes to show how incredibly quick that can go. So then on Telegram, we had shared this as well, the day charts breakdowns, the trade breakdowns as an overall. I've also shared it here, the full live trades at the time of opening the trades as well. And then obviously I was updating it whilst I was in the gym, the accounts and the power of rotations, the days, and then updating. And then on day 4, I was a bit busy over work and also trying to finish off work before I spent my birthday on Friday. So therefore I just did a repetition. This repetition, I do not know the result, so we can go and check that in together right now. So basically I had put a long position, which would be the 4th of June, but looking at that huge sell-off, it probably would stop loss. So it goes to show that this trade was wrong. Now this trade was wrong. I would go back and review it and just see, was the trade a good trade? Was it a trade that didn't work out? Regardless, just because a trade is a loss doesn't mean it was wrong, because look at that, the momentum was high, continuation onto the upside, broke out on Tokyo high, and we was making higher highs on the overall DAX. So it could just be a trade that resulted in a loss, but what we still call an A+ setup. So that's pretty much it. And then on the 5th of June, which I'm going to share with you, is my birthday. And my birthday was super cool. And my birthday is the power of trading. And it really reminded me of why trading is so great. I took this day off, and then day 6, day 7 was Saturday and Sunday. And today we're recording on Sunday, sorry. Today is the 7th of June at 4:24. So we're going to try our best to get this video out for you guys tomorrow. So that being said, you know, realistically, trading changed my life, and it's so cool to be understanding I'm up $1,000 in 1 week. That's more than enough. Yes, I make a lot more than that now, but this is exactly what to show you is that that is more than enough. Imagine if you're up 1,000. Okay, let's just say it's one account minus 600, and you're plus 1,700. You're up 1.1k. If that's done for the month, you're up $1,100. That is enough money. Like, I'm here to make this series to let everyone be reminded that this is more than enough. We don't need to taste all of these big numbers. Of course, they will come in time. And of course, they are great for the trading careers and our trading professionals. And who doesn't like a 6-figure trade? You know, it's really changed my life. However, you have to start off small. I've had one of the best birthdays of my life, and I will share that with you guys a little bit later on. But as for now, I wanted to end this video and keep it short and sweet with you guys. On my first week of trading this 50k challenge. And remember to like, share and subscribe. If you want to follow the full journey, don't forget to join Telegram, and also sharing on Twitter and also on YouTube. But YouTube is going to be the main ones. This one's a week behind, but you get to see the full breakdowns. Telegram is the fastest updates, and on TikTok as well. These two areas is where you get the instant updates a lot quicker. And if you want to get the worksheet and everything like that, that is also in the description free below. I mean, I've planned for 4 to 6 weeks to pass this challenge, but do you know what? If this continues, I could pass Hollow Prime next week or the week after, which will be 3rd weeks, and then get payout on the 4th week. So it kind of could in tandem work pretty fast. I'm trading with Hollow Prime and Funding Pips, so if you do want to get a challenge with them, Funding Pips is 20% off, code WChampFX, and Hollow Prime is also code WChampFX for 30% off if you want to join me on these challenges, or you can get any challenge that you are looking for using code FPT with my funded prop review website, which I really want to work on after I finish this challenge. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And good morning, everyone. It is another day, and today is day 8 off of the challenge. Currently it is at 1:42. Can you see it? At 1:42. And with that 1:42, it's day 8. We have no trades today, and actually probably most likely not doing any trades today. And what's really interesting about that is I ended up just talking and posting that on Telegram, right? So I'm updating you on when I'm doing my trades, etc, etc. And then I basically already predetermined that I wasn't going to go trade today. And that's kind of one of the questions that goes, oh, why are you not trading? I thought you were a full-time trader. That is full-time trading. Like, full-time trading doesn't consist, you actually have to be on the market and actually trade. Full-time trading is knowing when the opportunity is there and actually focusing on a process at hand. Of course I could force a trade, of course I could do it, but it just really isn't the right setups. And if I'm honest, there's not really any good setups, and also the market conditions are really not that nice at the moment. So I'll show you quickly on day 8 where we're at, which here is currently here we can see on the 8th of June at 1:44. This is week 2. And this is day 8. There was a sell-off, but trading in the Tokyo zone. And then on side of that, this is gold sell-offs. Again, a real huge sell-offs and not really much opportunity for me. So then here, DAX ended up pulling back onto the Tokyo high, which is just on this section here. Really not a good setup. And then here we had this really exhausted sell-off. then we're in this choppy range here, and we've respected. So the overall direction of trading and the consensus was what I wrote down last week, is that gold was respecting those 4-hour moving averages and looking to have a sell-off, and it did exactly that. But right now there is no simple trade. So today is really simple. It's going to be like probably a couple of seconds or minutes for you. I am just going to be here working non-stop, working late today as well, so I already told the missus I'm working late. Then I'm going to train a little bit later as well, and then we'll be back with day number 9 on week 2 tomorrow to potentially see if we can get some trades. So it's going to be, I reckon, potentially a slow week. We'll have to see. NFP was last week as well, so we just have to wait and see. But right now we're up, got to stay close with the activity and just be very careful of the movement as well. There's some other lights I'm focusing on building is I'm really working on the FPT. So FPT is basically this funded prop traders, and it is this comparison website. You can play snake games, you can win giveaway prizes, and it's got all the discounts off of them. And I'm also working on a free education on there and bootcamp for you guys to use to learn about prop firms, how prop firm works, to find the best prop firm actual like payouts, companies, rules, challenging, pricing, just to help like an overall comparison website. I think it's a really cool business. I think it's a really cool opportunity, and I also really am enjoying it as well. So currently Michael's working with me on building this now as well, and we have some new teams. But other than that, that's just today. How you liking the coffees?
Yeah.
It's very close to your face. It's not part of the job description. It's like bro, this is one of the G's, bro. This one's drinking his coffee. He's hyped up. Oh, Michael. Yeah, you're staring at him. He's got 15 minutes. Try not to distract him.
Like a monk.
Filming from outside and disrupted my freaking.
How does it feel?
It was good until I heard your camera going, like you two walking outside.
It's Michael. I told Michael just to look, but he wanted to stare at you for like non-stop.
You can like feel it.
Feel it. Do you feel any better?
Yeah.
What does it do?
You close your brain a little bit.
What are you doing?
Get distractions off.
What are you doing?
What do you want me to do?
Staring at a wall.
Yeah.
Because I told you to stare at a wall. But what's the benefits? 5 benefits, go.
Gets rid of clutter, gets rid of distraction, concentrate better, just frees up your mind, headspace, everything.
Done. Currently drinking this double espresso, and right now the time is at 2:33, and I'm just literally planning out YouTube content and filming, and then also trying to get through some other works getting done. Today's going to be a long day. I've been in the office since like 8 something today. I was up 7 yesterday, slept a little bit earlier, felt so refreshed now. My legs really hurt because I haven't done it in so long. So right now I'm trying to get out, mapping out for next week, and as I map out next week and also get the works done, I'm also planning out all the podcasts as well, whilst planning for the move. So I'm currently moving out of my flat, my penthouse in the marina side. I'm actually going to do a whole penthouse tour, so you can see that on the vlogs channel, to show you what my penthouse looked like before I move into my villa. But other than that, it's just going to be constantly working. I'm knackered. So currently it is at 6:49, and as you guys, I've been filming and vlogging today on this kind of timer. It's been a good day, very good day, and that is pretty much end of day 1, or I guess day 8 off of this week, but day 1 off of week 2. No trading, just been super busy, really focusing on taking on FPT. Like, we really want to take funded prop traders to a whole nother level. We've got some cool content ideas, and I just really want to build it to another level. I haven't had the capacity to do it because it's just been pulled left, right and center, but funded prop trader is going to be wicked. It's basically a prop firm review website, and not only that, I just want to have so much more integration on it, a lot of free education on there, and time to really grow my brand and the FPT brand together. So if you guys are interested, just a subtle plug just to help myself is if you do want to go check out prop firm reviews, or if you do want to use any prop firms, code FPT, I'm going to make sure it's universal on every prop firm to get you the best discounts. But before we end, look at this beautiful view. It doesn't do it justice because of the glare, but there's 2 buildings there and the sun is just really bright from there. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I like to welcome everybody out. Yeah. To the samurai. To the samurai.
Before we actually fully start the vlog and go a bit further, I thought I'd quickly plug this in. A lot of people ask the same question. I want to follow the updates. I want to follow more in real time. There is a Telegram link below. You can go and check out where I'm sharing all my trades there, and also TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And also there is a free guide blueprint down below where everything is written up for you to create your own blueprint. The challenges again are funding pips and Hollow Prime, and there is code WChampFX for 20% and 30% off. Link in the description below. So I just want to outlay that because that's been one of the most commented things about asking about the challenge, like where can I follow live, what are prop firms I'm using, can I get the discounts, this, that and the other. So go do that and enjoy the vlog.
Someday I will wear the star.
And good morning everyone, and it's currently a little bit earlier than usual, but it is 8:51 and we've got our first trade open. So I was actually in a potential inactivity reminder, so I needed to open a trade, and whilst I was opening the trade I actually found a fairly decent setup. So this is the second trade on the one account that's profitable. So currently we have 4 accounts that have been traded out of the 6 of rotation. So we've got account number 1, which is on minus $650, which is the funding pips. Number 2, which is up $1,700, which picks up off of last week. Then account number 3, I had to do a 0.1 to keep the inactivity out. And then on account number 4, I've just taken the trade, which we can see right here is the sell-off. So what I'm looking for is, yesterday we had that pullback and I said there was no trade. Then we had a retest of this structure here, which looks really good for a resistance. Now we're coming into this river and potentially breaking, and I believe that once we break this area here, we're going to break past Tokyo low and then come to this section here. That's what it's about. It's literally about finding your setups, waiting for them and trading. So the only one thing that's against me in this setup is the time zones, and time zones actually play a really important factor. But in this scenario, I'm willing to take one of those factors on, and I'm willing to put the risk element on to fight one of the confluences. And this is where you kind of, I wouldn't say you change your trading plan, but like if you have a trading plan, not every one of those tick boxes is going to be hit. What you're looking for is 60%, 70% of that tick spot to be hit for you to execute and take that trade. So right now we're actually looking pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we've got a few hours, and this is the most important bit. So at 8:52, I need to set and forget, because if I sit here and I watch it, I end up doing things I shouldn't be doing. So now I'm going to go back to mapping out more content for you guys, also catching up with some of the updates off of Funded Prop Traders. And on that Funded Prop Traders website, we're actually trying to get version 2 up, which is to really show you guys like how much more, like better reviews, how we kind of review companies and how they get up onto our website as well, and then other factors to be able to make it a really user-friendly place for all of you guys to use as a prop firm review. So I want to put some more gym content in these vlogs and these videos and these series, but I can't take my camera in at the moment, so I'm in the process of fixing that. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the result, or whatever happens happens. If you guys are enjoying the vlog so far, remember to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to use code WChampFX or FPT in the link in the description below with Hollow Prime, Funded Pips, CK, whoever you want to use, link in the description below. Let's get back to the videos. And we've got the new package here, which is gonna be our move. That, what's that? I understand. My name's Michael. Look at this, boys. We've got the new lens. Okay, so if you see, we currently have this lens at the moment, which is a Sigma, like 16mm 1.4, and you can see my face. Obviously, prime lens blurred the background, and I'm going to change the lens in 3, 2, 1. There we have it. So you can see suddenly, as soon as we switch this, we're on a wide-angle lens, and this wide-angle lens, you can see so much more of the office, and it still blurs the background, and it feels so much more of like a vlog style. But we need like an ND filter for this, because when the white balance comes on, it goes through. So we're gonna stick this on. Okay, so then what happened was we ended up having that trade hit stop loss, and we're currently in a retry, and in that retry is right here on $900. And here you can see, just to transparently show you, we hit a stop loss, and that trade was being shared all the way through. So on that trade breakdown here, I've literally put it all on Twitter and on Telegram in live real time, and on TikTok as well. So if you want to follow those, like, that's literally live in real time, but I'm assuming you guys like watching it via the vlog. So this feels really cool for sure. It's a lot more easy to film, and it feels so much nicer to hold as well. Do you know what? If you're enjoying this, please say bring back the vlogs, because if you do like it, then I'll put more vlogs back into the channel. Okay, so currently guys, it is now going to hit gym, and it is 12:04, and then this is the current trade right now, which is going pretty well. So like I said, we hit the one loss, and it's kind of running, and if this hits, it hits. It's a really beautiful day outside. Oh man, this lens is so much better than the one yesterday, guys. Right now I'm going to be heading to the gym, and after I hit the gym, I have got meetings back to back, so I'm going to update you guys on the trade today, and this will be day number 9. It's going quick, guys. 50k challenge could be done in 3 weeks. Let me know what you guys think. How long do you reckon it will take? Okay, so currently we are at what's the time now? Like 11 past 2. Favorite camera, guys, and well, favorite clock. Just finished off quite a few meetings back to back. Trade is still running, but just very, very slowly. Then it's just trickling, but it's created on these new zones, and on these new zones they're looking pretty good at the moment. So we've entered in this trade. Obviously this one was the one that was stop loss, and we're just currently trading and trickling. But what's really nice is we've rejected this zone, and as we've rejected this zone, we're looking to come low, break this Tokyo low, and then potentially come to this lower zone here. Right, now we have another meeting with my mate Dwayne, who's coming through into the office, and then Kyle has been here just taking notes whilst we've been doing meetings. We're also really trying to clean up on CK. So CK Capital is another prop firm that we are working with, and it's been a long drainer. There's a lot of back end stuff that's just been really slow, but we're really focused on just trying to clean it up and make it a better platform for the people that use it. So it's really cool. I feel like I'm really nice to be vlogging with you guys, taking you guys with me everywhere. I do need a better microphone, so I'll improve on that coming soon.
Okay, let's get past all the swag trapping.
Look at this! Do you know what's crazy? Literally, like time ago, I think if we probably have to look back on the vlogs, it'd be like 4 years ago.
I reckon it's when you cut your hair.
Yeah,
That
and then
might
I
be
cut my hair again
last.
this year.
And you did, you put everyone on, you did little reaction videos, right?
You're bold.
That was it.
And then I went bold again, but this time for a different reason. Alright, we're gonna talk business. Okay, and welcome back everyone. It's currently 5:31, and I actually haven't even checked the trade myself. It's been a very long day, that's all I can tell you. Oh, nice. So we ended up pulling all the way back, still in that rejection at the moment. Obviously I have to do a breakdown tomorrow. I'm pretty exhausted, but I wanted to take this time just to kind of talk to you and tell you that it's pretty crazy. Like, this is the meeting, and when it rains it pours, and not only does it rain, it rains, it pours. Everything just comes crashing down all in one go. And you know, it's been a rough few months. Like, everything's just been coming at me, and then I've also just got another thing right now that's just come at me as well. Another like disengagement letter. So someone who was supposed to be helping us has now decided to stop helping us, and then we need to find new people, and it's not too bad. I mean, we just have to replace them. But you know, in this time, it's frustrating, because what's frustrating is it's like, I want to say, let me catch a break. but I know that's not the answer, because that's the old me. And the old me, and I guess a lot of you relate, is like, why me? Why all of this stuff that keeps happening to me? Like, why are people like this? Why is everything going wrong? It's just incredibly frustrating. But you know, the number one thing is, I always tell myself, is don't get discouraged. Not only not to get discouraged, that's just part of life, and not only if it's part of life, is that to move forward and to persevere. And that just the persevering part is actually the easiest part, but it's more the fact that the best part that gives me the strength to do it is the clarity. So once you know what you're doing, and once you know what you're working towards, and once you know where you're pushing and persevering to, it just makes the overall objective a lot easier. And what do I mean by that? Well, I am going to do this to retire my mum. I am going to do this to make sure that if anything happens today, my family is taken care of. That outweighs someone saying, I don't want to work with you. That outweighs, oh, I need to pay this invoice, but we are delayed by 2 days on payments. You know, it just outweighs. As long as I have the intent to fix all of these problems, my time will come. And that's where it's just incredibly fun, as weird as I want to say that, because where it's fun is, that's part of the journey. You know, you live, you learn, you improve. And you know, when it's the same thing as trading. When I first started trading, I kept blowing accounts, losing money, but now here I am making a 50k challenge and showing you guys the possibility of trading. So you know, I'm going through it. A lot of people are going through it, so don't let social media fool you and just kind of tell you like, hey, look, everything's going just fine. It's all going to be fine. It looks fine. Act fine, move it forward. Don't let people know your problems, but also keep persevering and be the best version of you. Okay, so other than that, I'm gonna call it a day on today, which is obviously day number 9. Normally I do work like all sorts of hours. Right now my driver's downstairs, so I'm gonna leave the camera in the office, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But before I do that, let me show you the beautiful view of Dubai. Just gorgeous out there. So champ out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Good morning everyone. So currently today is the next beautiful day. It's at 7:53 this morning on the 10th of June, and yeah, we hit, I don't know if you guys have seen the meme or whatever it is, but basically I had ended up waiting 6 hours to hit stop loss and then take profit. So if I'm just loading this right now to show you, is that I pretty much just did 6 hours just to hit stop loss. So on all the accounts it was quite frustrating because it ended up dropping. Oh, look at this. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it, and look at that sell-off. Can you see that sell-off? That sell-off was just huge. Not only is that sell-off huge, so we've got one account, that the one that was in profit is now pulled back, and then we've also had the funding pips account that is in negative 3R, and then one of them's in profit. I was able to get one trade on there, but 3 accounts are negative now because of that one trade. So this is the limitations of account rotation. So this is why it's really good, because on face value it's really good to kind of explain it to you and say, hey, look, rotations are the best way to trade this, that and the other. But you can also see that when you lose, and you lose 2 times in a row, obviously that's the negative side. There is nothing in this world that is purely winning. There is nothing in this world that only just works on one thing. So that's a recap of yesterday. I'm also going to do a breakdown now, so if you want to watch the full breakdown, you can watch that. Yeah, like last week. Wait, no, it'll be on YouTube. So the videos will be out after this video, because I'll be doing the full breakdown off of each trade as I go along. So other than that, yeah, we'll see you later in the day. Right now I'm going to do my pages, going to set up for the day, and then after I set up for the day, just crack on a load of work. Then we've got a podcast today as well. My calendar's looking pretty brim, and then we're also moving houses as well. So I'm going to do a property tour, so you guys can check that out, and I'll put that on the whole vlogs channel, and I'll literally show you guys what my $10 million apartment would look like in Dubai. Right, have a great day. Let's run it. Okay, what is happening everyone? Currently it is now 3:57, can you see? 3:57, which I'll just show you on here, so much easier. And on that 3:57, we're currently in a trade at the moment, up 1.7k, then down 1.5k as an overall. So if you can zoom in onto that, and then currently we're on our next trade today. And on that trade, I'll show you now if I just open up the breakdown, is we're looking for the continuation onto the downside. So ironically, this morning I had already said that we had exhausted and pushed down onto the south side, and then now we're looking to potentially break and then push lower as an overall as well. So I actually shared all of these on Twitter live for you guys to see, so I've just posted that this trade is up and running at the moment. And then also I posted it all on Telegram for you guys to kind of stay up to date with on the continuation of that trade. Not only have I posted it on Telegram to stay up to date, if I just show you this is pretty cool, is that this keeps you all, if you want to go through just like the whole daily update fully on there. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. So that's pretty much, I'm currently now got a 1 hour and a half to kind of clean up. I hit chest today, but I'm really trying to get back into bodybuilding as well. Like I said, trying to get FPT up, get my body back in shape, and then also put $1 million in the S&P. So I will be making sure, I've got a podcast later today, so I've got 1 hour and a half to kind of make sure that I'm online with my goals. And then I've got a podcast with Sam, which is kind of like trend lines on Instagram, and I'm doing loads of podcasts. So if you guys are in Dubai, you have a trading story, let me know. We'll talk about it. And for now, I guess I will see you back tomorrow on day 11 because I need to deep work. So peace. And that is part of trading. So we're right now, I'm making it, it's at 4:23 right now, and we had that trade, and guess what, we're right here, we're coming close to take profit, and we're on that trade for quite a few accounts. But right now, that one I really secured it at a very low risk to reward. Now I could have really wanted to run this to maybe like 3R or 4R, meaning that I could have run it longer, got like about $2,000 or even $3,000 profit, because look, you can see it's actually gone further. But this is one of those cases I just want to put it in break even, and I just want to make sure that I can try and pass this account, because this one's the main one that I'm focusing, and then all the other ones are just like they're the rotation method of it. So other than that, pretty much the whole office is working super hard. And right now I will see you guys actually tomorrow. I don't think we'll be able to get any B-rolls off the podcast. Actually, I'll get some behind the scenes on my phone and then upload that. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow on day number 11. Okay, and good morning everyone. So what I wanted to do was end the vlog here. Now here's right here is a screenshot of the end of week 2. So I ended up taking an aggressive trade on Friday, and then on Thursday I also took some trades as well. Now this is the vlog series where obviously you see like a day in the life of just me explaining it, trading it, and also it's for me to kind of get a feel of like how many of you guys actually like watch this type of vlog content of just me filming with the camera and a bit of my lifestyle. So as that's being said, we've got moving, it's gone like non-stop back to back. I had a really good praying session as well, which was sick. Jumma was really nice, and this view here is something I'm gonna really miss when we move properties, because what a just an absolute beautiful view. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So realistically, if you want to watch the full breakdown, we've got week 1 Hollow Prime done, week 1 funding pips done, and then I did a full week where everything all in is together as well, because we're in the process of filming, and this is just a vlog one. So if you want to watch the video breakdown, you can go and check that out. So week 2 will be released like a few days after this video, then week 2 of Hollow Prime and funding pips separately will be shared there. Then I will do one full episode of all the accounts. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. More importantly, we've got the free guide below and Telegram updates as well to follow and stay up to date with everything that we are doing. Another big thing is I will be launching just like 20 slots during this challenge. A lot of people have asked me could they learn, and I don't normally, we didn't have a mentorship for a long time because I closed it off because I found mentorship was just not really right for me, but I'm starting to find my sweet spot. The one thing I used to love and I really love doing was boot camps, and what those boot camps are is doing 10 days with me. So I am considering doing at this end of this 50k challenge to do a 50k challenge like breakdown of of these 10 days of everything I've did, and also again a level up of me as well in this bootcamp. So if that's something you're interested in, comment below. I haven't set anything up, but comment below, and that could be something we could be getting up in the future. But other than that, remember to like, share and subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying the 50k challenge. I'm really enjoying vlogging, that's for sure, and I am really enjoying trading again. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Champ out. Peace. So even though technically my P&L this week is only $245, I have 4 prop firm accounts, total 6, but 4 that are traded, and 3 of these prop firm accounts are in profit. And I'm going to show you exactly in this video how my week 2 went off of my 50k challenge. And before we start this challenge, what I did was I basically have used 2 prop firms, which is number 1 Hollow Prime and number 2 Funding Pips. With these 2 companies, I have bought a 50k challenge. A 50k challenge is a prop firm challenge where I trade under their trading conditions, and if I pass their phase 1 or phase 2 conditions that they have set, then I'm able to get what they call a funded account. And in this funded account, it basically means that they will give me 80% of the profits that are made from these accounts, which is why prop firm challenges are so lucrative if you have the skill. So in this video, I'm going to break down both Hollow Prime and Funding Pips. I'm going to share with you the dashboard. I'm also going to share with you the breakdown, but before we start, I want to show you the biggest hack to all of this, which is the rotation. And obviously in this week I only made $245 accumulatively, but I am 3 accounts in profit, 1k, 700, 300, and then 1k down. So I'm going to explain that right now before we start the video properly. Okay, all right guys, so this is my journal that I've been using for this 50k challenge, and this is something that I will share later down the line. So we started this challenge on the 1st of June in 2026, 50k. Last week, which was week 1, you can go back and watch the full video. I've obviously got the vlog version breakdown off of this video as well, sharing with you the kind of day in the life and how it looks like when it's in live real time. So in in week 1, we pretty much only had like 2 trades where we were up $1,076, and then in week 2 we are a lot busier, where we had a lot more trades throughout the week, and we are up only $245 for the week. So technically we are up 1.2k in total. However, because we have the account rotation method, meaning that I trade different accounts at different times, this is exactly what I mean about the pros and cons. Now, I want to start something off by saying, technically on day 10, and this is where everything has its pros and cons, right? If I was only trading 1 account, I actually would have been funded by now. But because I've got the rotation, it was only in 3 accounts that were in major profit. Then we traded a bit more. We had 2 days of losses, which every single trade was shared on Twitter and on Telegram. So here on Twitter, I'm sharing literally the full breakdown all the way through with all of my accounts and all of my breakdowns as an overall. And then also on Telegram, which is in the link in the description below, you'll be able to see that I actually update it daily as an overall off of the full challenge, like days, the trades I'm looking for, what I'm waiting for, the discounts, the promos, and much more to follow. So what's the cool thing about that is, this is the con, right? I could have passed here, but the pros is that right now, if I do pass, I could potentially get 150k funded if I get all of these passed. Or if I pass everything, the upscale is 300k, which is 150k with Funding Pips and 150k with Hollow Prime. Alongside with this, what I ended up with the week was $730 was profit in 1 account, $1,077 on the other account, and then $1,342 on the 3rd account. Though I realized I haven't updated the 3rd account because I actually ended up having a loss on Friday, so I will update that after this video, which you can see in this account, which is why the dashboard, the spreadsheet, the obviously Twitter, everything is all correlated and updated to the T, so all of it across platform matches and there's full transparency. Plus, I'm also doing it in real time, so when you go back to the timestamps and the days, there's nothing that can be altered, nothing that can be changed, and plus I got nothing to hide. Like, if I fail these challenges, I fail. There's nothing like wrong with failing challenges. Failure is a part of success, not the opposite. And then coming back onto this, I am minus 2k on account. So basically in this scenario, I could say quote unquote, by odds and just probability or fate, like I guess I was lucky in this instance, all of my losses sat on my Funding Pips account, which is minus $2,000. And in Hollow Prime, all 3 of these accounts are in a net positive. So this goes to show, again, one of the biggest reasons why account rotation is key. Now, if you want to learn more about account rotations, I've just released the course, which there's only 20 slots from this video. I might have released it on Telegram, but as we released this video as well, there's 20 slots to go and check it out. It's only $399. That's it, 20 slots. If you want to go get it, link in the description below. If not, it's fine. This series is still completely for free. I will also be doing a webinar at the end of all of this as well, just to kind of break down the whole series, the whole story, everything off of how I have done this challenge, so you guys can learn and earn as well. So this was a British summary and an introduction to all of this, because I think this was the number one thing I wanted to break down. Now in week 2, mainly the trades were pretty good. I was looking for gold sales as an overall, and then where I lost my money, or I guess on day 4 and day 5, the main breakdown was I was looking for a continuation onto the upside for gold, but that didn't play suits because I was still looking for sales, but I was looking to pull all the way back, and plus the news came in and took me out. The number one key summary I wanted to share throughout all of this was on, I think it was on, let's say, day 9. Yeah, so on day 9 on Tuesday, I ended up waiting 6 hours for this trade. And then after 6 hours, this ended up hitting stop loss. And then after stop loss, it shot all the way down to take profit. And because that's part of the game, it is what it is. But then on the next day, I was looking for a sell. And because I was able to look for the same trade setup that I waited 6 hours to lose from, the next day had paid me that win. And that just really emphasizes the biggest lesson on week 2 is that you can have the same setup, it just doesn't pay you on that day. But if you follow the process and follow the exact setup that you're supposed to take, the next day or one of those days, it will pay, and pay a lot more. And in the example, that ended up paying for all of my losses and some. So if I go back onto the summary, we can see that on day 10, so day 9 ended up losing, that was at 6 hours. Then I was able to get the capitalization on that trade and the winning trade on one of the accounts. Then the next day, I took the same trade and then won across 3 of the accounts, and one of them hit a loss because I had a tight stop loss on Hollow Prime account number 3, and ended up the day with a 5k profit. So all in all, the rotation just ended up splitting and diversifying all the profits and losses. On top of that, really accentuating the profits. And plus, if I do pass all the Hollow Prime, let's just say as an example, in this what looks like could be possible, I'm 150k funded. That's crazy. That is a lot of money. And I've done 2.5 million, I've done 3 million. And after this series is finished, I am going to continue trading, where I will be continuing off of this journey, because it's actually made me a better trader, because I've had to explain things. I found out some more cool things about my trading and some more cool secrets about the rotation method to really make sure it works in my favor. More importantly, this is one of the coolest ways to really build up your portfolio capital, to build up your trading and have consistent payouts. And you're not doing anything crazy, you're not doing anything really out of the realm, you're just looking to get small and consistent payouts and follow the rules of the firm as an overall. That's where in this day and age in this industry, a lot of people kind of get mixed up or stuck with. So this is a little bit of a breakdown, and before we go on, I just want to say is don't forget to check out our website at Funded Prop Traders. This is something I'm building at the moment, and it's going to be a prop website where you can compare all prop firm challenges, see the biggest discounts, a load of giveaways, there's games, there's going to be education completely for free on here. This also shows the news updates as well, and all it is it's just a complete free website that I'd love to make the number one most used website in terms of comparing prop firms as an overall. So let's go on to account number 1. So account number 1 shows the overall current week and the account basics metrics at the moment. So we're at 406. This is the one that I got messed up, so if I actually update it now, 40664. So it's actually, I think I took a loss on here, which is why I did it 406.64. And then this ends up being more of a loss of the day, so I'll update that loss a little bit later. Then account number 2 here, we're at $730, and on the $730, I believe this is account number 1. This one was a bit frustrating because this one was actually really close to passing, and then I ended up having like a 3.5R loss, 3.5R loss here, which is really frustrating. Sorry, 3R loss here, and I could have passed, but it was like around closest, like 53 point something K. I can actually go back and look. Yeah, look, 53.5k, so I only needed 1.5k, but I ended up taking 2 losses back to back and then another third loss here, which ended up setting this account backwards. So I could have passed, but that's just part of the game. And then I hedged it with all of these because the accounts ended up being in profit. So a lot of these trades are actually the same setup, but they're just retries. They're retries, and they basically just shows that's the idea that I found is majority of the time of my direction calling is right. It's just sometimes the execution I fall off a tiny bit, which helps me mitigate that risk when I do, as an overall, set a rotation method. Then we have up next is the 51,000. Again, this week was quite nice. It's $830 and then profit, and then that finishes off here at 51077, which is again the profit, which we have here. And then going on to my last and final account is we have the funding pips account, and I also do have a 100k account running at the same time, which I've already passed, and we're on phase 2, which I'll talk about in another video. So these are last week's results for funding pips, and this is some statistics that I have as an overall. So this account isn't looking too good. Statistics don't look too great at the moment, but I would really, honestly, I'd really like to pass on one funding pips and one Hollow Prime. I don't want all of them in one prop firm. I'd really like to have it on both. So that's pretty much it as an overall and a summary and a breakdown. That has been the overall summary of the week so far. I have all of these breakdowns where I'm going to be breaking them down on every single vlog section. So in week 3 we'll be coming. I'd love to see if we could potentially pass in week 4. If week 3 can lay up a really nice setup for us as an overall and put some of these accounts more in profit and closer to the target, we could essentially be funded by week 4 and then look at week 5 and week 6 to potentially get the payout. Now, if you guys are enjoying this series and you are learning something, all I really do ask is to share this, because I would love one of these videos to hit 100k. My goal in this series is to show you that you don't need to go for millions, 100,000, 6 figures, anything like that, but it's to start off small, compound it, build it, and then from there you'll be able to get your way into the game as a stepping stone into the prop firm ladder and into profitable trading. Take it slow, figure yourself out. It takes time in this degree, and do not falter and also get affected by the noise of what social media gives. Remember, social media makes it look like it's all glamorous. Social media makes it look like everyone's winning. Social media makes it look like everyone is a millionaire by 18. I know a lot of millionaires. Yes, some are young, some are older, some are the same age as me, but what is more important is everyone was rich at the time that they were supposed to be rich at. Sometimes earlier can destroy you, sometimes later can destroy you. Your time will come. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Going to be doing my shoelaces because it's just come undone. Remember to use the code WChampFX and to head over to our website at fundedproptraders.com. And of course, if you want to learn as well, that is available. If not, that's fine. This series is completely for free, and I appreciate every single one of you watching, learning, and I hope to inspire you out. Dan Chung out. Yours truly. Peace.
This is a man's world.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to week 3 of this 50k challenge. So currently, last week was a really good week because on that week we were able to find out the power of rotation. I was actually only in profit of $245 for the week, but 3 of the accounts were in profit, around $700, $400 and $1,000. So it was also very close on passing one of the funded accounts. So I'm hoping that in week 3 we can make some good progress. I don't know the full answers on how we're going to have the markets and what it's going to look like, but I would love to see if we can alley-oop and set ourselves up for week 3, for that week 4 we could potentially pass, and with a target of week 5, week 6 to hit a payout. It's been a long time since I had a payout. I've been trading personal for a long time as well. So I hope you guys enjoy week 3 of this vlog and getting funded 50k challenge transparently with you guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let's start the vlog. It's hot. Welcome, guys. We've got a defender for a few days. So one of the things, and I want to share with you, is when you're young, you have all the dreams of I'm sure you guys who like cars, you're like, I want this car, I want that car, I want this car, I want that car. But the thing is, even if don't go mad, we'll continue this in the car in a Defender. It feels so strange to be in another car, but it's actually pretty cool. First glance is, it feels pretty cool. It's like a small range, feels compact. Feels easy. Let's just see how this car drives. I've never driven a Defender before, so we've got this for 2-3 weeks, and one of the things is I'm just renting like every car just to try and see how I get on. First thing that's quite cool is look, it's got the CarPlay is pretty nice, everything's quite nice and convenient, it's got everything you need. More importantly, I just think it feels really nice, and it's very, very affordable. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to spend too much money on something that really isn't necessary as an overall, especially with all the traveling and everything that I have going. You've got to be smart with your money. All right, time to go to the gym. Take you with me.
The way my mind falling away in my heart. I know you feel the same way you're with me. You know I'm all you need.
What do you think so far of the whip? Really easy to drive. Really, really, really easy to drive. Light, super easy, just not really much. Just really, really like a feather. That's all I can say. It's like it's light. And you know what? My phone's really hot, so guess what? I'm putting it in the fridge. it's hot. I've got breathing problems at the moment, guys. I'm dying. Basically, all the dust in Dubai and the moving has ruined my nose and like my respiratory system. And do you know what you combat it with? Monster. This is not sponsored. This is not something you should drink, nor do I think it is a good drink. There's a lot of things I think.
degenerate behaviour, isn't it?
And I still do it anyway.
My darling, can't you see? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Telling to you, say you want me in the mood.
Milliana, it's been so long since you texted me. I finally took a break and now I feel like I'm on ecstasy. You said what my work means to me will one day be the death of me. They tried to kill me once, but darling, you just resurrected me. Reach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. I'm so green, you gotta teach me, baby. From Vancouver, you a BC, baby. Pull up, play back, beep, beep, baby. And my shit came with the heat seats, baby. Swear my label gotta free me, baby. Blow on me just like some green tea, baby. Hey, hey, hey. Buried alive, someone come dig me up. If I call up your shorty right now, she picking up. You boys got big on my name, that's big enough. We know how you OGs rockin' already, my nigga, the jig is up. They say the truth will set you free, well mine is gon' stream while you watchin' HD. They say that karma could take an eternity, yours is dropping the same night as me. Funny thing is that they ain't gon' compete. You gon' get yours while I'm doing me. You gon' get yours while I'm doing me.
Hey Johnny, shut the fuck up.
Teach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. Thought they had me in a deep sleep, baby. I'm still scorching hot in these streets, baby. Pull up, play back, beep, beep, baby. And my shit came with the heat seats, baby. See-through shirt, I get a sneak peek, baby. Blow on me just like some green tea, baby. Hey, hey. Tired of all of y'all telling me niggas is real. Pussy, I know when it's real. You only come home to pose and pop off a look, but you forgot how I feel. Shot-town popping a pill, go on a drill, looking for someone to kill. White kids listen to you, 'cause they know the deal.
I'm beating up my back.
By the way, just want to interrupt the vlog quickly and just say, don't forget, link is in the description below to see a guide. There's a full blueprint guide that's for free. It's a PDF to teach you how to create your own trading to do this. If that's something you're interested in, go and check that out. And another thing is, we don't really have something that we basically put out there, but if you are interested in learning the strategy that I use, which is pattern A, you can actually subscribe to that. It's only for $399, so link in the description below. Good morning everyone. It has been a few days before I have actually got a video and vlogged. Right now is the 18th of June, which brings us on to day 18 of this challenge, and I've got to give you a bit of a recap. I wasn't able to film day 16, 17, so basically Monday and Tuesday, because I have moved to a new house, and I will make a whole other video talking about a $10 million penthouse move, and I'll show you some small little b-rolls about how that penthouse was. And the reason I left was just to go into a villa because it felt more homey, and there were some other personal reasons as well. Man, the new home is beautiful. It's amazing. It feels really good. So I've been off for 2 days. Then yesterday I just had my first trade and we shared it on Instagram, and we actually ended up hitting profit on all the accounts. So I'm going to share all of the accounts breakdowns in this video, but before we jump into it, let's take you through a little bit of an update on the markets today, and then we'll go through a recap of everything as well. But I am picking up off of day 18, which is day number 4 on week 3. So essentially here you can see this is the Telegram update as an overall. We had our trade last night and I literally called it before and after. Here is basically day 17, then our first trade. I was looking for this pullback and to fill this week down onto here because there was FOMC news, and it's just one of those simple news trades, very little bit different outside the strategy, but but it's one of those that's really worth putting risk on. As I put risk on as well, I was able to pass through and eventually passed one of the challenges as well, which I'll share in more detail, which is kind of the sickest thing. Share first, I wanted to share with you that you could not trade the whole week, and one good trade, and this is exactly what I said, OQS, only quality setups. One good trade can change it all. So this whole week, the past 2 weeks, I've been trading for 3 weeks to pass a 50k challenge, 3 whole weeks, and it took just one trade to push it over. This is that shot, this is that one thing, this is just that one thing you need to achieve to get it. It's just what that's what I'm saying. Success is just one time. Trade is just one trade at a time, one deal, one business proposal, one woman, one wife, like just once you get that one, everything changes. So sick, because we have officially passed one of our 50k challenges. You know what the craziest thing is? This is just a start. I'm deciding and I'm thinking about potentially taking this series further. So a lot of the times I normally just trade and then just kind of post some updates here and there, but I'm thinking, because I haven't traded props in a while, to take you through a full journey off of trading this whole challenge up to $1 million worth of funding, and then use all of those payouts into a personal account and just track everything for a series. The series was to do $1 million into S&P, but I think we could do the series first is 50k, which this will be over. Then we'll do the second series of getting $1 million of funding. Then the goal is to get around 250k worth of payouts. Nothing too crazy, just 250k, not millions, just 250k. Then put that into a personal, and then try and grow that personal for a year and track that with every single one of you for 1 whole year, which kind of sets us right, because then I've got 6 months now to make 250k before 2027, and then 2027 share with you the personal journey from there. Is that something you guys want to see? Comment below. But for now, that's pretty much it. A quick little update. I'll do a full kind of screen recording and breakdown, go through all the dashboards a little bit later. But we are going to a very special guest today, and we're going to go check out a headquarters, which you guys have never seen before on this channel, and we've never done this before, so I'm going to do some more headquarter views as well. Literally just went gym, and then boom, take profit was hit. I literally shared this on the Telegram before I went to the gym, and I showed you guys the screenshot. Let me just try and get it up now, which is right here. This trade, giving it a go, set the trade. Then here is the run of the account, and Joe was crazy. This has now passed. Now I've just passed 2 of these 50ks. Then on the big one, we've got this one running in 15k profit right now. It's running right there. That's my other account that I've been sharing with you guys. This one's also running and in profit, a smaller amount. And then also this one is also running a profit. So it's crazy. It's 2 good trades, set the whole week off. It's changed everything in the whole dynamic of the whole challenge. The third week, like 1 week was slow. Then it's like we went 2 steps forward on week 1. Then on week 2, we slowed down. And then on week 3, we just killed it all. So right now we've got our lunch that's going on. Michael, take them through what we got going on. What's here?
We've got our favourite wrap.
Favourite wrap. Then
Favourite
tacos.
tacos.
Which one's your favourite?
I've got a bit of wrap, hasn't it?
What's it called?
It's called a cow. This place here. I'll show you.
Thanks.
Little gem.
Michael's bought me lunch, so thank you, Michael. So now that's 2 not funding pips, 2 hollow prime challenges passed. And it feels weird, because realistically, I think this is where everyone would get really excited. Oh my God, I passed, I got funded. But realistically, it's not actually the case. Why? Because getting funded is just the start, and I think that's why my emotions are still so calm. It would have been like, hey guys, like you watched me for 3 weeks, I can't believe it, I finally got funded, I passed my challenges. But I also know that just because I passed my funded doesn't mean I'm going to get a payout. Also, really and truly, I could lose, I could go on a losing streak, I just don't know. So that's why it's important to stay calm, stay relative, and understand the goal is the payout. And then with the payout, what I do with that payout, I'm more excited for. Like, hey, do I use that payout and then just give it away to you guys? Do I give it away to companies? What do I do with that payout? So realistically, we're still on that case, but let's get back to the vlogs before I do the breakdown. The breakdown will be at the very end, where I do a screen recording, just like on week 1 and week 2. But for now, we're gonna go film, gonna go to Funding Pips head office and head out. So, got my coffee. I'll see you guys in a bit. But it's just beautiful. We made it into Funding Pips office, and I just said, look at it. Mate, I just passed my challenge. Can I?
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
How did you pass it?
I YOLO'd it. I basically just went full port on gold and went 1 million lots.
FOMC?
Yes, exactly that. So can you make sure you pass it and pay me out, please?
You don't need me, man. The team will do that.
I see. Okay, on another note, I wanted to ask you, we've actually had a very insightful conversation, and I actually got to learn quite a lot about you, bro, and I appreciate it because, to be fair, you opened up quite a lot, and I learned a few things myself, and it was quite nice to take away. This is for a vlog, it's something a bit different. What is, I'd say, one of the biggest, forget trading, forget business, I want to talk life, was one thing that you, because one thing I definitely know about you is purpose and to help give to the next person, was one piece of information or advice you would give to an 18-year-old you that you could give right now in like 2 minutes to help them get through what they're ever getting through, and take that question how you want to take that question.
I would literally, the only piece of advice I would give myself is fuck up more. Just fuck up more, because you learn from mistakes. That's the only way you can learn. Because if you have the will to do whatever you want to do in life, you need mistakes, because only mistakes will put you in prime. You know, we often have the concept or prime, right? In football players, like they reach their prime, they're in their prime. You know, what is prime? Is you fucked up so fucking bad and you had the will to keep going and you're in your prime stage, where all of these fuck-ups and mistakes are just experiences and fueling you to take better decisions.
And ultimately,
and move correctly.
All of those fuck-ups made you.
Yeah, I am who I am.
Yeah. So you heard it from him. So yeah, I'm going to continue.
Yeah. For the city though. Yeah. I gotta light the tower up for this. Yeah. Okay.
And welcome back to another day, guys. And in this beautiful day, we are now currently in the apartment that I am moving out with. I'm currently sitting here because my stomach is absolutely messed, but this apartment has served us for 1 year, and I've done a full penthouse tour as an overall, so if you want to watch that video, you can watch that on the vlogs channel. But another thing right now is obviously just getting up to date with the challenges. Obviously we've passed one account, we've passed this second account, and I've also passed another account on the side which I've been trading. So the 50k challenge has nearly come to an end if I can get a payout. So if I can get a payout, that is going to be the main thing. Right now, I don't think I'm super excited about getting funded, because at the end of the day, I've been funded before and not got a payout. So it's actually really important to make sure I'm staying calm, staying collective. But I always say, basically, I'm practicing what I preach. I always say that getting funded is the start, it's not the finish. And now that I'm funded, can I get a payout? How many payouts? And what am I going to do with it? This is key, and this is why you're watching this series, to learn from someone who can actually do it. So on that note, I want to love you and leave you. We're probably going to end the vlog very, very soon. I am exhausted, and I have had a long week, but I will be doing a full breakdown of this week. Today's Friday, so it brings it on to day 19. Won't be trading today. Day 20 and 21 also won't be trading because it is the weekend. So I'll see you guys next week, because this video will be out in a few days time, and then you'll see me again next week. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll get a payout. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the link in the description below for FPT, for our funded prop traders, to get all your discounts and comparisons. More importantly, the two companies I am working with is with Hollow Prime and also Funding Pips. They're the ones that I actually am trying to get funded with. Hollow Prime's the one I got funded, Funding Pips is next. So code WChampFX to go and support us. My face is dead because my stomach is dead the whole day. But anyway, thanks guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Peace. And good morning, guys. I don't know why I'm smiling, because I just got breached on the account. The account got breached. Not only did it get breached, one of them was potentially falsely breached, so I'm asking them to review it right now, because let me show you. So on this account, and if I click on just today as well, it only shows $443. The only thing I can think of is that if potentially you're not allowed to hold weekend trades. On top of that as well, on the other one, I actually hit the daily loss, and I wasn't aware of it. So on Friday I opened some sales and I just walked away and didn't really think much of it. So I ended up losing one funded account, and then obviously one challenge account that was actually coming in profit. So it's actually frustrating because it was so close. Like I was what, 52k, 3k away from passing, and it was a funding pips account, so I would have been 150k. The other account is still good. So now I've lost 50k, back to 50k funded only, and then 1 account closed. So 4 accounts, lost 2. And well, I've just opened a support ticket to see what they'll say, so I guess it wouldn't be a journey without me failing a little bit. So if you haven't seen already, I did my like old school penthouse tour, but this is my new office currently in this new house that I'm in, and it's absolutely beautiful out here. Just like there's the pool there, and then hello Deku, one of my dogs, Deku. And this week is, I'm trying to really make sure that this accumulation week is, I just take it slow. I need to trade the one funded account really conservatively, drop the risk, and really make sure that I can get some sort of payout. Otherwise, it's just going to be really difficult. And I think this week is going to be quite difficult. So this week, what I was saying in the trades account is that this was looking to fill this gap here, and I'm looking for that rejection off on this side. So all I do is look on the A to B on the left hand side, look for an entry on the right hand side, and that's exactly my setup. Not only is that the setup that I look for and how I look for the breakdowns, that's how I trade for the past 12 years. The only difference is the 12 years I've had refinement on it. Something different as well, someone's also asked me, is like brokers. I used to trade with a company called Icon like 5 years ago, and ironically, if you are looking for a broker, you can go sign up from there. It's completely up to you, but I thought I would share that. So this is day number 22 of trying to get a 50k payout and 50k funding. So let's just see how this week goes.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world.
That didn't last long because this setup looked really good. So not only did I just film a second ago, we were on our first trade here, is that we ended up causing, or when I was just checking the charts again, ended up causing this fake wick up to the upsides, right? So we've had this fake wick here, and then we have a continuation from A to B. Now since then, we've looked for a really good on a pattern A on a lower time frame. This looks really good to fill this whole gap, and I'm just looking for that meet in the middle. And that is essentially, if you look at all my reps, all my trades, is exactly the same thing. This one's a bit aggressive, but if it breaks through, then I'm gonna hold it, and yeah, then to be honest, that's going to be a pretty wicked trade. So that's one account. Let me show you the other account as well. I also need to get up some more accounts because obviously I failed those 2, but man, it's been a long week. I'm so excited to be back. I also want to know, do you guys want me to continue this challenge up to 1 million? Because if so, then I'm thinking about it. Alright, what's going on guys? Evening. And the trade I showed you guys, obviously we had the update I share. This is on one account, there's 102k there. And here, finally on the funded account, we're $300 up, baby. $300. Then I might have lost the funded account, but tech what, when you got the skill, doesn't matter. I'm gonna pass this one. What's up? What are you saying, Michael? Michael, come here. Look, I just want to show you something. You can do this, look. About to pass the other funded. I've got $300 per payout on the other one. It just goes to show when you got skill. Right, I'm gonna put you guys down, I'll see you tomorrow. This is like a roller coaster of a week, guys, because literally I have just passed the other account yesterday. Let me just open this up for you. And this was the trade that was shared. I shared it on Telegram, and let me just open up the account. Oh, look at that beautiful melt. It literally dropped and melted all the way through. And then I got the email of Hollow Prime. So yes, I lost the funding, but again, let me open this up here. Ta-da! Congratulations, you have passed. So right now I'm just prepping, doing some pages and some work before we hit the gym, and of course we've got our morning coffee, and then that's actually perfect timing. Got a timer that sets to that. I'll see you in a bit. This whole vlog has just been at home. I'm exhausted and my tummy's a bit sore and I'm coughing. But currently right now the villa's getting cleaned outside, right out there. And we're in Telegram on our final trade. Here's this. If we take profit on this, I want to pay out. So we'll do a full breakdown in a bit. Other than that, we've just been gymming at home, and believe it or not, it's just life. And this series has been really fun. It's taught me a lot of new things, and it's brought a whole meaning to how I do content and how you guys follow me. And I didn't realize how many people love to watch the way I trade on rotation and pattern A. I'm willing to do more, and obviously I'm trading now as well because I want to make some more money myself, and I've got some time to calm down, and quite a few things have settled, so I'm looking to calm down again, which means I'll be doing this challenge to $1 million. I don't know if I was going to do this publicly. I'm going to do this myself, but if you guys are interested in me taking this to $1 million and obviously making a series and sharing all the trades, every Every trade I've done, by the way, I've shared before and after on Telegram, and a lot of people have got funded, which is crazy. So if you want to see that challenge, comment $1 million, and then if I see enough people talk about it, then maybe we'll do it. Literally came in to buy one, ended up getting 4 of these. It's pretty sick. Got these Huawei headphones. It's quite interesting because like they don't go in your ear. Just go like that in there, so you can hear everything around you. So very different from like the AirPods. Currently getting them engraved. I bought one for Michael, and then also bought one for Car, and I bought one for Ling, and bought one for me. Getting them engraved at the moment. And here we have it. This is Car's one. Now we're doing Michael's one. Alright, what is happening, guys? So currently, right now, is I just opened this trade and this account is in a drawdown. Yesterday's trades we ended up hitting stop loss, excuse me, which was quite frustrating because it ended up dropping as an overall. So right now we're currently in this trade which I just shared, and literally I'm still just one trade away from payout, and this is what I said. This week's been a struggle, obviously we had a breach, now we're in drawdown, and that's why it's difficult when I said that getting funded is literally like halfway. It's not even nowhere near what it needs to be, because you actually need to work really hard to get the payout, and the market might not produce like it. You see the markets were doing really well during the challenge phase, but typical during the payout phase or trying to get a payout, it's quite difficult right now. So just gotta be patient with it, follow the process and see what happens. Currently, I can't even open it. They are refilling the pool, and it is green in the middle. Man, it looks gorgeous. So they're going to clean that pool, and we can swim in it. Currently, this trade is running at the moment. These are not on the 50k challenge, and they're just personal ones, which is actually like a separate account. But I will go on to the 50k challenge right now, and one is, let's have a look, still in drawdown, like minus like 2.3%, and then the other one, got one trade running. Let's just see where that goes, but I think we're going to end this week in drawdown if I'm honest, but then this will be past another 100k if so. Time to go gym.
Let's get the party started. See you at the bar, you was hardly talking. That's when I knew that your heart was scarring. Friends to lovers need a part to star in. Like, wait, babe, let me ask your pardon. This ain't Gucci, this is Prada, darling. If you want something, you can ask me, darling. And you started laughing, cause you think I'm joking, but looking in your eyes, that's the best thing. Bright lights giving you the red skin. You was in a bad mood when we stepped in, though you checked out before we even checked in. On the phone, you gon' vent to your best friend, the one who gave me the lecture. But I ain't gon' sweat you, babe, I'm a lecture. Catch up with your boy, undress you, and let me tell you why I'm a blessing.
The way my mind falling away in my heart, I know you feel the same when you're with me. You know I'm all you need. You're where I wanna be, my darling. Can't you see? Tryna hide my feelings for you. Don't wanna argue, not with you.
Good evening, guys. This is something completely off topic. We're not vlogging for the challenge or anything like that. Alright, turn around, face the other way whilst I get this. Get a present for him. It's the best present ever. You guys already know what it is. What do you reckon it is? Michael, wait. Right, come here. Alright, Michael, what do you think it is? He's derp on camera, innit? When it comes to camera, he's like, I am actually. Okay, do you know what? I'll take over. I got him these wicked things which you guys know about. And let's just get his reaction when I give it to you. Right? Yeah, bro. Right.
What's this?
What's so sick about this?
Gym ones?
No, bro, you don't understand. These are not headphones. They are.
I told you they were headphones though.
No, they're not. I told you they're not. Watch this. Just look at me. They don't go in your ear. And it's outside. It's proper weird. Proper weird.
Alright.
So you can't figure it out because you're used to putting it in your ear. It's not the other way around. It doesn't go in your ear at all.
I read it.
M for WFX Michael. And then we got the company logo DC, which was from the office, which we're getting stamped on. So Michael's doing a shade.
Yeah, stable. Stable.
We're
just testing. Put
it
into
doesn't
practice.
go actually in his ears, and it just hovers. It's pretty sick. So obviously we've got Carter saying. Okay, so welcome down to the breakdown and the final section of this video. And instead of doing a full breakdown, which I'll add next week and later on in these videos as well, because I need to film it first and foremost, but it has been hectic because I've just finished setting everything up. So the full breakdown will be released in a few days. I actually wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about the psychology of trading. And basically it's kind of crazy because the full idea of this is it took me 3 weeks to get funded and then one account was breached. It just proves at the end of the day that getting funded is the start. Now funded trading is literally the gateway. Prop firms are a gateway. The whole cost of this whole journey cost me around $800, as you can refer back to episode 1. And even if I get one payout, 1.5 here, whatever it is that pays for the investment, I still have the funding to accumulate and to continue and make it. Of course, this takes time, it takes money, but over a period of time and in the long run, it is more than enough. Don't look for the home runs. Don't look for what social media gives you. Don't listen to these, of course, I guess myself, even in influencers, you can pick and choose, but resonate with the words that I am saying to you is that focus on the task at hand objectively. Get funded, get a payout, then scale, copy, model, increase, scale. From there, your $500 turns into $5,000, and then $5,000 turns into $50,000, and it becomes more than your wildest dreams. I'm telling that to you guys, not from a point of perspective that, hey, I'm better than you, or hey, perspective of you. Like, I'm telling you because it can be done and you can do it. And the craziest thing is, on this side of life, it is the best feeling in the world. To be able to do what you want when you want. Of course, breaches, one of them getting funded is one of them getting payout. What is the best thing is to be able to live life on your terms. What is the best thing is if there is a hospital bill, you can cover it. The best thing is if I'm hungry and I want to eat at a restaurant, I don't have to stress about the bill. And I come from that background. I've stressed about it, which also makes it taste so much better now because I know what it's like without. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Again, some people have commented saying it's long, whatever it is, but this is how you do it. I'm not trying to get past in 1 week, and it takes time. Trading is a yearly skill, it's not a 1 week type of thing. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out link in the description to get your free to-do list to help you create your own playbook. And then I am also doing a meetup in Hong Kong, Tokyo, and in Dubai. So link in the description below if you want to follow up for the meetup. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Champ out. Peace. So after 5 weeks of this challenge, I have fully failed the 50k challenge. That's right, I failed the 50k challenge. And I know there's gonna be a load of mixed reactions. Some people are gonna be like, ha 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 ha. Some people are gonna be like, see, I told you so. And some people are just gonna be like, wow, that's transparent. Or some people just have the craziest thing to say. But the thing is, I have my target audience. My target audience is to inspire. My target audience is to be transparent. My target is basically for me to be able to focus on this journey and, more importantly, leave this legacy behind for people to watch. Now, of course, I could keep going. I could open these other accounts. I could fake it like other people, but I don't care what anyone else is doing. I'm focusing on me. I have never made myself look like this really high and mighty trader. I've never made myself look like I always win. If anything, I probably am the only trader at this level that always shares my accounts that I have breached. So that being said, this is fully me versus me. Like, I failed this challenge, that's fine, but I still believe a 50k challenge is more than enough. Everyone can have a comment, but the question is, you're not me. You don't live my life. You've never achieved the things I've achieved. You've never walked a mile in my shoes. More importantly, for those who are hating, who come on with the craziest comments like, see, he's over risking, or the challenge is not real, he's faking the challenge, this kind of shit is just mad. And the only reason it is because I've just been reading the comments recently, so it's the first thing that's been sitting on my head. Now, as soon as I flip the switch, a lot of you guys have really respected my transparency, and I'm glad it is, because look, the number one thing I want you guys to take away from this is that if the market does not pay, you can do whatever you want. It's not going to pay. What can I do about it? For 3 weeks, I got funded, and it was super easy because the market paid really well. Then I went on a massive 3-week losing streak. In this video, I am going to show the full breakdown off of all of my challenges, from the funded, from the phases, every challenge and every mistake that I have made. But before I begin, I wanted to tell you that this is the life of a journey of a trader. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's not about passing all the time. It's not about making money all the time. It comes in seasons. Last year, $400,000 of my profits profits was only in 1 month. I spent 6 months only on roughly around 150k, 200k in profits. So that 1 month trumped the whole year. And this is exactly the same thing. I took 4 months off. I've actually killed it trading this year as well. I took 4 months off of the prop firms. More importantly, I made a huge amount of mistakes, which I'm going to own up to and I'm going to share with you guys on this video. So this challenge was not manipulated. This challenge was no other way, because if I manipulated it, why the hell did I breach? And more importantly as well, every single trade was shared before and after, and I will show you this in this video as well. Right, so first and foremost, let me just kind of re-emphasize who the heck I am. My name is Dan Chung, aka Champ. I've done 2.5 million funded and I've got all the payouts in the world. I'm not a fan of FTMO anymore, but they are the only firm with a certificate that you cannot fake. They don't work with any influencers. If anything, they hate influencers, they hate marketing with people, and also they're becoming one of the worst firms, I think, over a period of time. But I have extracted $180,000 from that. Forget everything else. I've just done $180,000 from FTMO alone. I've done more, obviously, on my personal account. I've done some huge trades as well. Obviously, lifetime payouts, all these certificates. I've got certificates from all other firms. These are firms from before. The funny thing is, I didn't get to save all of my total payouts from these firms, but these are just a little bit of a reminder where these are my payout certificates. I've got all the receipts and I can actually trade. It's more the fact that I'm showing you the journey transparently, that even someone like myself who has made over 7 figures in the market can fail. Anyone that says they can't fail, anyone who shows that they're winning all the time, they're the people you should be worried of. So let's just do a recap. So I was doing this 50k challenge to really show you guys the power of the 50k, and it really is, because I was very close to a payout, and really and truly I made a lot of silly mistakes. It costed me, and all in all, the cost of all of these challenges was around $250 per account. Times by 6 means that I am down 1.2k currently at the moment off of this challenge alone. This is not including my separate trading that I've been doing alongside of this. Is not including my other challenges. I also did a 100k challenge during this and did a 6k payout. I also been trading my personal account as well and a 300k account as well. These are all separate, but if I had to focus on this 50k and the challenge that I'm sharing with you, I am down 1.2k. I still have 2 of the 50k accounts, I just haven't traded, but this is this 50k challenge where I was basically buying 6 of these accounts and I was doing them in rotations. There is a pros to this and there are cons to this, so let's go through this. So this is week 1. On week 1 on this first account, all I took was 1 trade. That 1 trade netted me $1,000. On week 2, what I did was I took these trades, I started to trade a little bit more. Now here you can see the power of rotations, because that week I only made $830, but being up $830, one of the accounts had $5,000 in profit in that actual week. So the power of the rotation is one of those days had $5,000 and it actually went onto 1 account. So even though I was only up $830 for the whole week, we actually had 1, 2, 3 accounts all in profit. Not only were these 3 accounts in profit, one of them was very, very, very close to being funded. Coming on to week 3, this is where we started to pass, right? We ended up having a little bit of a winning streak. We started winning and passing all of these. So we ended up passing Hollow Prime. We passed Hollow Prime again, and then we passed Hollow Prime on week 4. So all 3 of these were open. I ended up getting breached on day 22, which is showing, if I go on to this here, you can see in this video here, which I end up showing you the accounts getting breached. And this was on the 22nd of June. And what happened was I ended up leaving a trade over the weekend, which again was a mistake. So the first mistake I can highlight was I left the trade over the weekend. It was because there were so many accounts that I was managing. So I had these 6 plus the other challenges that I was trading outside. On top of this as well, I did get slipped. So I did not leave enough margin off of my account for the daily losses. And I got slipped around $100 to $150. And I did open a ticket, but they said I breached. So I ended up losing 2 accounts at that time. Then from there, I ended up having a massive losing streak straight after. So if I go down onto the bottom here, you can see I ended up just losing both of the funded accounts and ended up with 3 funded accounts and 1 of the final accounts. Now funding pips account number 2 and 3 I didn't trade, really and truly, because there was just too many accounts to manage and I was trading other accounts. But it just goes to show the benefits that you can see straight away from this is that you have the multiple of rotations, so you can get funded. It reduces your exposure by having multiple accounts. But the cons is if I actually focus and I had this 5k day, I probably would have passed on day 10. Really and truly, if I passed on day 10 and I added all of followed this winning streak, I might have even got a payout. But the thing is, even though I would have got a payout, it only would have been one account. And if you look at this, if I've just mitigated my mistakes and I look back on how I could have improved, I still would have had 4 funded accounts, which have made me at 200k in total funding. So before I go on to all the dashboards and all the accounts, what I do want to say is on Twitter, I actually shared everything before and after. These trades were shared, the breach was here, the 6th of the time, you can see the timestamps, you can see the dates, you can see everything. On Telegram, I also shared the trades before and after. On top of that as well, on Instagram, I started sharing the trades before and after. Everything was before and after. I am not taking these and showing you after. I'm showing you the before and showing you the after, which is why it is as transparent as it can get. I'm showing you the trade before and after. I'm showing you the dashboard. I'm showing you when I fail. More importantly, I am showing my certificates and my proof of concept all the way through. And you can take as you wish from that, but at the end of the day, what I am trying to emphasize is that not everything always goes your way, and that is exactly trading. So I do want to quickly mention, don't forget to check out fundedproptraders.com, which is my website. I'm building this website for a prop review, so you can see they have futures, there's Forex, we have a risk tool here for position size calculator, any stop trackers as well. We're also integrating payouts. So for example, all of those firms and their payouts and their average payouts, we are going to integrate them. We're also going to show their rise and also their arbitrarium actual tracker, so it tracks their live payouts off of these prop firms. We've got communities, we've got forums, and we've got over $10 million worth of challenges to be given away. So the discount codes are on the website, and if you want to get a challenge with Funding Pips or Hollow Prime, which is the same accounts that I traded with, it's code WChampFX for 30 or 20% off of your challenges. So let's get into the challenges as an overall. Now these are the challenges that I started with. So we had our first account, which ends in, now I can actually share the account numbers, which is ending in 396. This ended up getting funded. I shared another one here, this ended up getting funded. Shared another one here, this ended up getting funded as well. Then these are the breached accounts. This has failed. I ended up losing on equity. This was just a maximum loss on equity. On this loss, I pretty much was just on a losing streak. There's nothing I could do about it. I could have reduced the risk. That is the number one thing I've thought about. I should have reduced the risk, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. I also breached all 3 of those accounts on loss, and also they slipped me on one of those accounts as well. Here is the Funding Pips account. This Funding Pips account, I was in profit, and in this account where I was in profit, this was the one that I also got slipped on over the weekend, because you can see I only had a loss of $426 on that day, and they ended up breaching that account. So as an overall, this is not obviously where I wanted to be, and where we go from here is, of course, that doesn't mean I give up. I'm going to do this challenge again, but a question I have for you guys is, should I continue as doing this at 50k, or should I do this doing a million? Because now I'm eager. When you fail, I get that hunger back. When you fail, you want to do more. When you fail, you want to have that comeback, and when you fail, you're like, cool, I made all these mistakes, I'm going to avoid making them again. So really and truly, my question is to you guys is, do you want me to do the 50k challenge as an overall, because that is the whole name of the game, to show you how a 50k challenge can be more than enough? Or should we take this up a notch and do $1 million worth of funding as a challenge, and then just see what kind of payouts I can achieve through those? So it'd be great to let me know what you guys think. As an overall, this is not where I want to be, but it is what it is, and I am very, very, very confident that I will come back. At the end of the day, I've been there, I've achieved it. This is just one little small setback. I could easily just redo the challenge straight away, show you the payout, but I wanted to take a break now. It's a losing streak. A lot of people say, well, next week could be your winning streak, this, that, and the other. But I'm doing my meetup in Bangkok. I'm also traveling a little bit for work as well. So there's just a lot going on as an overall. So I'm going to take a week from trading. During this time, it's going to help me reset. I'm going to journal and I'm going to remap. I'm also going to hear your feedbacks, and I'm going to come back in this series for the second time, better and stronger. This is going to be the end of the series. Of course, I failed. It is what it is. I have no hesitation on saying that I failed. People can say what they want. They are not me. I don't care. More importantly, I know who I'm going to be, and I also know my comeback is going to be hilarious, because I will do exactly the same thing, sharing the challenges, sharing you the journey, and also I will share everything before and after as well. Now, before I finish, we have basically created a program to beat the mental game of trading. If this is something you're interested in, I've just launched 100 slots last week. I think we've sold like 15 at the moment, so there's 84 25 slots left. It's just a simple program to help you beat the mental game of trading. There's 17 episodes on psychology. There's a strategy on there. You can use your own strategy and use my psychology, or you can use my strategy as well, which is in there as well. The indicators and all these other things are not in there. They will be in the bootcamp, which I do later this year. But first, let me finish this challenge. Let me get your results and take you on for another series. Yes, I failed. I learned a lot from my mistakes. Yes, I failed, but I failed plenty of times in my career. Yes, I failed. Some people are going to laugh. Yes, I failed, but that is how a success is built. You fail one step at a time. You fail and you learn, and you fail and you learn from your mistakes, and then you just need one success. Once I've got that one payout, it will pay for it all. Once I've got that one payout, I can scale up. Once I've got that one payout, I can do it again. At the end of the day, I've done over $2 million in terms of trading. I reckon I'm going to be close to the $3 million mark soon, especially with the amount of futures payouts that I am looking to try and get coming up this year. So if this is a journey you want to follow, remember to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to use code WChampFX for Hollow Prime and funding Pips challenges, because they're the two companies I'll be using again. And more importantly, I will be doing this series again. I'm just going to take a little break, reset, recalibrate, and do it again. I appreciate every single one of you for following. I am going to share all the trades before and after again, all on all platforms. So do go follow on the socials. More importantly, Telegram is where the most detailed updates are. And if you want to meet me in Bangkok, make sure you are signed up as well, because I will be doing a free meetup as well. We're doing one in Dubai, one in Hong Kong, one in Tokyo, and then I'll probably do another one in Bangkok, and then London will come as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Remember to never give up. Giving up means this is the only area that you know. If you give up right now, this is finished. This is only a setback. You can move forward. You can do better. And more importantly, forget the naysayers. People can easily type on keyboards, but no one has the balls to succeed, and no one has the balls to be in the firing line. I'm doing it for the little guy. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. More importantly, I'm doing this to leave a legacy behind. All right. Peace out. Ciao. So I hope you guys enjoyed that vlog. It was like an hour and a bit, so you guys getting to the end of this, I really appreciate. And if you do enjoy this, I am actually doing it's actually going to be one vlog a month, and I'm going to really try and work on the emphasis of making a really good vlog and the quality of them. So the Bangkok vlog is going to be out soon, so go and check that out. But if you do like the vlogs, do comment below. I am literally going all in on YouTube, because it's the place where I can connect with you guys the most. So if you want to see more, remember to like, share and subscribe. Peace.
Samurai, to the samurai,